Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our third week of these short morning yoga practices. Today's theme is listening in, and instead of kind of tuning in instead of tuning out. And this is in relation to our bodies, right? As we go through diagnosis and treatments, and then after treatments, sometimes we lose touch with other aspects of our body. So, a morning check in is always really nice to do. Well, I'm going to just scoot back, a morning scoot. And we have to know again where we're starting in order to go somewhere. So I invite you either in your seated posture in a chair or a floor to just make little wiggles with your body and feel a little more comfortable. And when you wiggle your pelvis like this, it helps to elongate and lengthen your spine a little bit. So as you do that, maybe you feel the crown of your head rise up a little bit more toward the sky. And just take one longer breath in and sigh it out. So we're going to listen to our body, listen to our mind, listen to our heart as we go through this practice. So let's just do a very short scan of your body. Start noticing your feet, your legs, noticing your pelvis and your belly, noticing your rib cage, your back of your body, your upper back and your chest. Notice shoulders and arms and down to the hands. Notice your neck and the features of your face. And whatever came up for you, just knowing that that's where our start is. And we're not doing anything to change it. We're just noticing it as it is in this present moment. So we're going to just jump right into a breathing practice. And this is called Ujjayi breath or ocean sounding breath. Some have said it sounds like Darth Vader if you're I would say Star Wars fan. But it's a breathing method to warm up the body a little bit, but it's also very calming. So it kind of has a calming but warming effect. And how you do this breath is you slightly close or constrict the back of your throat. Okay. So it narrows the breathing passageway. Okay. And there's maybe a sound. So, oh, I forgot my ears. So let me overemphasize this. I'm not wearing my earbuds, but I'm going to overemphasize the breath in this slightly constricted. So as you breathe in, as you slightly close the back of your throat, I don't know if you can hear that. And as you breathe out, it's like my heavy breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. And as you practice this ocean breath of slightly constricting the back of your throat, just to where it feels easeful and comfortable for you, right? You're not holding tension. So let's take about 5 more rounds of this Ujjayi breath. When you're listening, that's the listening in. Listen to that sound of the breath. Feel the breath. It is also very clearing. So, 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And just pause at the end of that last breath out and notice how that feels, how that landed for you. Listen with not only your ears, but listen with your body and your mind.
And then we're going to take our hands, maybe your fingers right below your collarbones toward the center, kind of where there's a little dip there, and just right there, and just start to tap. So this is a kidney meridian in the energy medicine. And here you may actually notice with your ears, listening in the tapping sound, or maybe you feel the tapping vibration, right? Sound is vibration and it's energy. So you may feel that. And it's just the right amount of pressure of tapping here. Maybe you close your eyes to really absorb the vibrations and sounds. And we'll do this for 30 more seconds. Relaxed arms, relaxed fingers as you tap away. For me, this invokes a kind of soothing feeling. Right. And an important part of listening in, and let's go ahead and pause. An important part is the pause, is to notice when you're done something, how it felt for you and how it feels for you. So maybe you still feel that vibration. Then from seated, start to circle the upper body. So we're just going to let that upper body do some nice rhythmic circles. Listen into your hips, listen into your back, your shoulders. And when we listen, we're giving ourselves some agency, some choice to change what feels maybe uncomfortable, or releasing tension. If you notice you're holding your jaw or your fingers or your shoulders, you have the agency now, after listening in, to relax those areas or invite those areas to relax and circle in the other direction. Good. We'll do a couple more. And then start to come back to your center, noticing again. Right. And let's bring the hands into the heart center. I love heart-centered practices. And on an inhale, begin to float the arms out. Maybe the fingers are soft. And on the exhale, bring those arms back and the hands come back to the heart. But now we're going to move the hands and arms forward. So as we inhale, we're going to lift them up. And as we exhale, again, bring them back to the heart. Here's the pattern. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, find that center. Beautiful. Inhale, we lift as far as your arms and shoulders want to take you, and exhale back to the heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach. And exhale back. We'll do one more. It starts to open up your sides of your body. Bring some more movement and circulation to your arms. Good. And this last time, just pause with your hands at the heart. Now we're going to keep the hands at the heart as we start to move the spine into a rotation. So let's start with that right arm, reaching it out and maybe glancing back towards your hand. And then as you exhale, bring it back. The inhale, sweeping as far open as feels comfortable today, where there's no tension building. The breath is calm. And I also want to note that that ujjayi, that ocean breath, can be used throughout your practice. It is also a way to help focus because you're focusing on that sound and that feeling of breath. Good. And this time, as the hands come back, pause again, let the shoulders relax. And then we're going to guide the hands either to the arms, shoulders, or maybe into the sides of the body, wherever is accessible. And we'll start some circles. So bringing those arms around, up and down. Nice. Yeah. And then we'll give the circles the other way. We breathe in, we breathe out. We notice that breath through our ears, the vibrations and the sensations that we feel. This is listening in. All right, next time that your arms come down towards your body, just kind of give them a little bit of a shake. Fingers, your body may shimmy a little bit. Here we are, just waking up some more of our upper body. Good softness through the neck and the head. So we're going to start to come into some cat cows. So you can do this either seated, or if you would like a little more challenge today, coming to all fours. Okay. So cat cows is when you breathe in, you extend the body, extend the spine. And as you breathe out, you round the spine like you're contracting in. Okay. So I'll do a few in seated, and then I'll come to all fours to also demonstrate. If you're familiar with tabletop, come to all fours and then start to move the spine. Good. And this next one, I'm going to demonstrate on all fours. Yeah. And even if this is not the first time that you moved the spine this morning, maybe it's just that extra little bit of movement that the spine needs. Listening to the back of the body, the front of the body. All right. And after one more, for those that would like to transition to standing, find your way to a standing posture. I'm going to move my blanket. And for those that are seated in a chair or on a bed, go ahead and just stay in that spot because all of these movements can be done from the chair. Okay. So if you are coming to standing, I'll meet you up here. Hopefully, I haven't disappeared from the screen. I can't tell because I'm in one part of the blocks. But we're basically going to take a slightly wider stance, let the arms drip down by your side, and then just kind of move a little side to side. So my fingertips are just kind of gently gliding up and down my body. My feet and legs are engaged to hold me up, and that can be the same way in your chair, right? Your feet reaching down like roots into the floor. And you decide how far up your fingertips go. Maybe you need a little bit more stretch along the side, or you can feel your way up. Yeah. Your head can move a little if that feels like the right movement for you. And listen in again. I'm going to use those words a few more times, but what do you need right now? That's most important. What is the breath doing? Is there any tension? Good. And then after one more on either side, I love these. These are my favorites. Nice way to wake up the sides of the body. Then pause. And here, truly, in this pause, we listen in. We notice how that felt to us. Okay. So we're going to stay with this slightly wider stance. And we're going to extend one arm out and looking at that hand and arm, and then just bring it back to your side. And that same arm will come out two more times, and we'll bring it back to our side. And one more time, feeling its way out there and back to your side. Then the opposite leg, so that was my left arm, but my right leg is just going to step out and step back. So what we're working with right now is proprioception. It's where is my body in space and time. It's also a balance pose. Okay, this last time, bring it back. Now we're going to hook up the two of those things together. Okay, so the arm's going to go out that direction and the leg goes out in that direction. So as you breathe in, stretch arm and leg, and as you breathe out, bring it back. This is also a nice way to open up the body in the morning. Find your sense of balance before you embark on your day. This last one, come back and notice, right? Find that ground again. And then we'll do this with the right arm. If you are working with the right arm, inhale, exhale, and notice, speaking of working, that we are moving on breath. So that may just be the listening that we need to do right now, is just to realize, am I moving with breath? Now let's try the leg. So we'll go out one and bring it back. You'll feel your weight on that standing leg. A little bit off balance here, but don't worry, we'll come back. Great. All right, should we pull it together? All right, let's go ahead and inhale, stretch out leg and arm. Exhale, bring it back. Beautiful. Inhale, we open. Exhale back. Last one. Nice. Find your ground. So we're gonna, I know, too fast. We're gonna make our way down to the earth. Our last two things that we're gonna do is working with listening again and humming. So let's go ahead and reach the arms as far out and overhead as you can right now. And as you exhale, begin to fold, and you can do this in the chair as well. Inhale and come up halfway. So half sun salutation. Exhale, place the hands and find your way down to a seated place again. Good. So this last breath that we're going to do is called humming or buzzing bee breath. In yoga, in Sanskrit, it's Brahmiri. And it's a very soothing breath. So I'm not going to use the hand placements today, but we're just going to breathe in and then hum out on your exhalation. So if you want a demonstration of this, breathe in. You breathe out as long as you can, then you take another breath in and hum it out. So let's try 5 rounds of humming bee breath. So inhale here. One more breath. And as you release that last buzzing bee breath, notice what you feel. Listen into your body. What kind of energy do you hold? And the final thing that we're going to do here today is to rub your hands. Just get them a little bit warm. I'm going to take my glasses off for this. But once there's a little heat in your hands, just start to massage and soothe your head and face. We did a lot of humming there. We did that ocean breath. And we just want to give ourselves a little bit of self-love, self-care. So wherever your fingers want to go, forehead, cheeks, throat, back of head, get your hair all messy, massaging, crown, sides, behind the ears. Just anything that feels soothing. And let's take a few more breaths in this. And I also invite you to have a softness in the rest of your body. And then eventually we're going to bring our palms into heart center, just bowing in peace, love, kindness, caring, community. Thank you so much for practicing this morning. May you have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste, everybody. Thank you. And just FYI, next week we will go a little bit longer. I'm able to do that with my schedule. So I know that some were asking for a slightly longer class. I don't blame you, it's too short. And I'm able to do that next week, a slightly longer, so maybe up to 30 minutes. So I'm excited. So I'm going to come up if there's anything that you want to share about the class or your experience. Love to hear from you. You're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you for being
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for